Genius Kids. Cultivating love for learning.
Chapter 9. Living in harmony with nature. Get connected. Self-awareness. We live on the most beautiful planet, the Earth. It has very clean and attractive nature full of greenery. Nature is our best friend which provides us all the resources to live here. It gives us water to drink, pure air to breathe, food to eat, land to stay, animals, plants for our other uses, etc., for our betterment. We should fully enjoy the nature without disturbing its ecological balance. We should understand its worth and value and try to maintain its natural shape. Knowledge acquisition. Value nature's benefits. There is a village in the Caucasus mountain in the Eastern Europe where the average age of its inhabitants is said to be 85 years. There are several people, they are healthy and strong, who are well over 100 years old. Doctors and scientists realize the living habits of the people of this village. They come to the conclusion that they live so long because they have such a simple and natural way of life. They spend most of their day outdoors. They do normal physical work and thus get a lot of exercises. Their food is simple and fresh. The life expectancy of people all over the world has gone up in the recent years. This has taken place mostly because of a better supply of food and more advanced means of preventing and curing illnesses. But in the more technologically advanced countries, there is great alarm now because a great percentage of the population is overweight. People are too fat. They die of tension, heart problems, etc. Animals do not eat more than what they need. If we like the taste of something, we continue to eat even after our hunger is satisfied. Today we eat less of fresh fruits and vegetables. We are too busy to prepare our natural food. Instead, we eat a lot of things that have been cooked and put into packets, cans and bottles. We forget that the producers have put lots of chemicals into these foods to prevent them from spoiling soon. They also add artificial chemicals to the food to improve its taste, color and smell. Those who produce bottled drinks add something to it to make it get cool faster. Almost any food we buy in the market today has some chemical in them. Eating a lot of such food year after year harms our health. In order to grow more food, farmers today use a lot of chemical fertilizers and pesticides. A little of these chemical enters the food and are absorbed by us when we digest our meal. Some of these, like DDT and BHC, are so poisonous that their use has been banned in many countries. Today we are producing also genetically modified food. Many doctors oppose this method because we do not yet all the consequences of consuming this type of food over several years. In many societies, there is already a reaction to all this artificial food. People are willing to pay a higher price for food that has been produced naturally through organic agriculture. In Vedic times, even plowing of the land was discouraged. Masanobu Fukuoka of Japan has rediscovered this natural method of agriculture and comes to India to teach it to the farmers of Dahanu near Mumbai. Overexposure to the sun can harm us. But spending all our day in closed rooms, under artificial light is also harmful. We do not get the beneficial effects of the good radiations from the sun. Even if there is air conditioning, the air in closed rooms cannot be as good as the natural air in the open except, perhaps, in some areas of our most polluted cities. Some children have the habit of killing anything that moves. This is not a good thing to do. We certainly need to protect ourselves against some insects that spread disease. But most living creatures are only not harmful to us, they are also helpful to us. The usefulness of some of these is not yet evident to us. But it is certain that they maintain balance among all the living things on this planet. Some people are, for instance, afraid of snakes. They kill them indiscriminately. But most snakes are not poisonous. They eat rats and such other creatures. If we kill off all snakes, these rodents would multiply in numbers and destroy more of our crops and spread diseases like the plague. Even the poisonous snakes are useful for us. Many medicines are made from their venom. Some varieties of birds were once wiped out by the farmers in a place because they were eating their crops. Insects and worms then increased a lot and pesticides had to be used. The insects became resistant to these pesticides and even stronger ones were made. But each had less effect. Finally, the farmers had to trap in other parts of the country thousands of the same types of birds they had earlier wiped out and release them in their farms. They realized that these birds eat the insects and worms they do for the crops is more than the damage cause. Human beings form an important part of nature. But we are only one among the millions of living creatures on this planet. We have to learn live in greater harmony with nature. All creatures have the right to exist. All creatures help each other in some way. Each of them depends on all the others in some way. We all depends on each other. We all need each other. Nature has its own rhythm of light and darkness, of sound and light, of work and rest, of sleep and wakefulness, of play and work, of exertion and recreation. The closer our rhythm of life is to the natural rhythm of the world around us, the more healthy and happy we shall be. People are living today in very artificial circumstances. Some live in rooms or apartments in high buildings, spend most of their day indoors under artificial light, have very little physical activities, and have almost no contact with nature. Some people stay awake till 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning and sleep long after the sun is up. All the rest of nature goes to sleep soon after sunset and wake up at the crack of dawn. Francis of Assisi is famous in history as someone who lived very close to nature. He was in such total harmony with nature that he was able to relate freely even with wild animals. He once talked to a wolf and persuaded him not to disturb the people of village. He used to talk to the birds and fish. He would call the sun, brother sun, and the moon, sister moon. He was always happy because he was at peace with all the trees and plants, animals and insects around him. Man is a part of nature and we live best when we live in close harmony with it.
Like, share and subscribe.